Om Sri Lakshmi Narasimhaya Namaha. Valmiki Ramayana, Balakanda, Chapter 65. Vishvamitra attains the status of Brahmana. Summary: Vishvamitra becomes Brahma-sage after a prolonged asceticism that made all the words frighten. All gods request Brahma to accord the supreme Brahma-sageship on Vishvamitra, as he is cleansed of all mortal impurities, and Brahma accords the highest order on him. Thus, Sage Shataananda concludes his narration about the legend of Vishvamitra. Chapter 65 in detail. That great saint Vishvamitra, then leaving off the snowbound Himalayas on north, O Rama, he reached eastern quarter and undertook rigorous asceticism. Thus, Sage Shataananda continued the legend of Vishvamitra, committing himself to a vow of muteness, that's remaining silent, O Rama. He performed an unexcelled and unmatched asceticism which is highly impracticable for others to perform. Even on completing 1,000 years, even when the great saint became woodenly, even many barriers are at full blast, O Rama. Fury has not entered his heart of hearts, for he stood fast in an unmitigated asceticism on making a firm determination. On one day, when those 1,000 years of asceticism with the rigorous pledge Vishvamitra are being completed, and when he started to eat his meal, O Rama, best of Raghu's dynasty, Indra arrived there, disguising himself as a Brahman, and requested for the readily available meal. Then the godly Vishvamitra willingly gave away all the readied meal to that Brahman, and as no meal is left over by Brahman, Indra, that great ascetic Vishvamitra starved himself. Vishvamitra did not speak a little to the Brahman in dissent, as he is abiding by his pledge of muteness, and he again remained in muteness and breath control. Like that, he indeed carried on his asceticism. That eminent saint remained without respiration for another 1,000 years, and then fumes have started to emit from the head of the sage who is controlling his breath, by which fumes the three worlds looked as if it is very hot, and this frightened all the worlds. Then the gods, sages, Gandharvas, serpents, reptiles, demons are puzzled at the asceticism of Vishvamitra, and as their own resplendence is dulled by the asceticism of Vishvamitra, thereby they are distracted by this purity of lowered resplendence. Then all of them addressed the grandparent Brahma. Even if that great saint Vishvamitra is angered and allured, in order to foil his ascetical domination by all of us and by all means, O God, he is transcending these lures, angers, and passion by his asceticism. Now, even in imperceptible imperfection does not really appear in him, but if his heartfelt desire is not meted out, he will devastate the traits of the world with his ascetic power. All the directions are all confused, all the oceans are turbulent, and all the mountains are eruptive, and nothing is bright. The earth is highly tremulous, air is gusting turbulently, and O Brahma, people tend to become non-theistic, that is, lose faith in God, and we do not know what to do. All the beings in the three worlds are very highly confused as their senses, and they are as though astonished. And when adjacent, the sun is lustreless before the resplendence of that great sage. O God, great saint Vishvamitra turned out to be the embodiment of fire god, and before the great resplendent and most reverential sage make up his mind for a total destruction of all worlds, he is to be pacified. As to how the end-time fire entirely blazed away the triads of world previously, now this sage might do all likewise. Hence, whatever is his preference, that may be given to him, even if he wants to become the ruler of the kingdom of gods. Thus all gods appeal to Brahma. Then all the assemblages of gods, keeping the grandparent Brahma in their forefront, appeared before the great-souled Vishvamitra, and said this harmonious word: O Brahma sage, you are welcome. We are much contented with your asceticism. O Kaushika, you have achieved Brahmanhood by your rigorous asceticism. Along with the assemblages of Marut wind gods, I bestow upon you a long life. Let blissfulness betide you. You be safe. O gentle sage, you may take leave as you please. Thus Brahma said to Vishvamitra. On hearing the word of grandparent Brahma and other residents of heaven, and on paying good respects to all of them, that great saint cheerfully said, if Brahmanhood and eternality have befallen on me, let the representative of Aham and Vasat syllabus and even all Vedas patronize me. O gods, he who is the outstanding one among the geniuses of kingcraft and among the scholars of Vedas as well, even that Vasishta, the brainchild of Brahma, shall acknowledge me in this way as Brahma-sage. O the best gods, you may take leave if you can effectuate this ultimate longing of mine. Thus Vishvamitra requested the gods. Then the best one among mediators, Vasishta, has come over there when the gods besought him to come, and he made friendship with Vishvamitra. He also said in this way to Vishvamitra, you are a Brahma sage. No doubt you are a Brahma sage, and everything will occur to you in accordance with the sublimity of the sageship. And when Vasishta said so to Vishvamitra, all the gods have gone away as they have come. On getting his Brahmanhood, even the virtue-souled Vishvamitra started to reverence the supreme among mediators and his counterpart Brahma-sage, namely Vasishta. When his aim is fulfilled, Vishvamitra ambled all over the earth, abiding in asceticism, and O Rama, this great souled sage Vishvamitra achieved Brahmanhood in this way. O Rama, he is the best saint. He is the embodiment of asceticism. He is always obliged with righteousness, and he is the strong foot for strength. On narrating the legend of Vishvamitra in this way, that best Brahman and great resplendent sage Shataananda took respite, and on listening the narration of Sage Shataananda, said in the presence of Rama and Lakshmana. King Janaka said this sentence to Kaushika's son Vishvamitra with supplicantly adjoining palms. O eminent sage Vishvamitra, you happen to be here at this Vedic ritual which is conducted by me. O Kaushika, that too along with Rama and Lakshmana, the legatees of Kakaushta. Thereby I am fortunate, I am much obliged. O Brahman, I stand sacred just by your graceful glance, and O great saint, I reckon that I have achieved my boons just glancing at you. O great resplendent Brahman, myself and the noble souled Rama have heard about your asceticism when Sage Shataananda extolled it comprehensively. The assembly of persons available in this Vedic ritual congregation have also heard about your numerous endowments. Inestimable is your asceticism, infinite is your power, and O son of Kaushika, your talents are everlastingly invaluable. O Lord, there is no contentment to me while listening to your wondrous narratives, but O noble man, time for evening ritual is fast approaching, as sun's spear is dangling westwards, that is sunset. O great resplendent sage, it will be apt of you to see you tomorrow. O best mediator, it will be apt of you to permit me to live for now. Thus Janaka sought leave from Vishvamitra. When he spoke in that way, the best saint Vishvamitra is pleased at heart, and praising Janaka, who too is pleased to meet the sage, immediately bid farewell to the best one among men, namely Janaka. This way, on saying to the best saint, the king of Mithila and legatee of Videha lineage, immediately performed circumambulations along with his teachers and relatives to Vishvamitra in veneration. Even that virtue souled Vishvamitra started towards his own camp along with Rama and Lakshmana, while being venerated by the great sages who are available in the ritual hall. Thus, this is the 65th chapter in Balakanda Valmiki Ramayana, the first epic poem of India. Sri Moola Rama Vijayate. Om Sri Krishnarpanamastu.